let us get back into our well-watered lawn. That's why it's hissing. That sun beating down on a well-watered lawn after the dew. You hear that summer heat? Some of you know. Most of you know. Anyways, the hissing of summer lawns. We're getting back into here with this next track, Harry's House / Centerpiece, nearing the end of the album. I'm imagining that this is kind of like a little suite, or like, you know, kind of that thing like where they put two tracks together. We're going to find out. Typically, you can always tell that slash moment between the two tracks in here. You can usually tell stylistically. So let's see if that holds true. Harry's House and Centerpiece. Hopping on that train.
Heat waves on the runway as the wheels set down. He takes his baggage off the carousel. Takes a taxi into town. Yellow schools of taxi fishes, Joni and a ticking whale, caught up at the lights in the fishnet windows of Bloomingdale's. Watching those high fashion girls, skinny black models with raving curls, and beauty parlor blondes with credit cards.
The horn hops on her delivery so precise.
Looking for the chic and the fancy to buy. He opens up his suitcase in the Continental Suite, and people 30 stories down look like colored currents in the street.
It's just so smooth and relaxed.
A helicopter lands on the Pan Am roof like a dragonfly on a tune, and businessmen in button-downs press into conference rooms. Battalions of paper-minded males talking commodities and sales while at home their paper wives and their paper kids paper the walls to keep
so
their
smooth.
gut reactions hidden. Yellow checkers for the kitchen, climbing ivy for the bath. She is lost in house and gardens. He's caught up in chief of staff.
He's caught up.
He drifts off into the memory of the way she looked in school, with her body oiled and shining at the public swimming pool.
Oh. Interesting transition
More I'm with you,
This must be the change. This has to be.
the more I feel my love increase.
She switched to a straight jazz singer right here.
I'm building all my dreams around you. Our happiness will never cease, 'cause nothing's any good without you. Baby, you're my centerpiece.
good. Jazzy goodness.
Along a country road a little cottage on the outskirts where we can really find relief. 'Cause nothing's any good without you, baby, on my
Part again.
shining hair and shining skin, shining
This
as she
combines them both
will
together.
To tell him like she did today, just what he could do with Harry's house and Harry's take-home pay.
Hear him going down on the drums down there. Did you hear that? He started putting some extra stomp there at the end on the drums. What a brilliant track this one is. What a brilliant track. And what I love about this one, that, don't quote me, but I don't think that we've ever heard before. This track, like you saw, is technically split up into two: Harry's House and Centerpiece. You can clearly hear the change from Harry's House as it moves into Centerpiece. Harry's House has this very smooth jazz pop kind of sound, and then there's that stark moment where it does change and moves to the Centerpiece. It becomes almost this jazz bluesy kind of style, and Joni truly moves into a jazz vocalist right there. So you can definitely hear the two halves. But the thing I don't know, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say that I haven't heard before, is in a track like this, where it's two tracks in one that sound distinctly different, but at the end, in the climax, in the resolution, they bring those two styles together and actually like end it as a nice concoction, a nice mixture of the two. Instead of finishing off, you know, with one or the other and that climax, they bring them both together. I think that was amazing. That was excellent. That sounded great from beginning to end. The piano at the very end, I want to say that that's going to be Joe Sample playing piano at the end. Just a great solo. It just feels good. It didn't overly complicate or put a bunch of technical flair into it, even though you can hear it. A lot of it's just single chords bouncing and then give it a little flair. Single chords bouncing, give it a little flair. And it was just a really well done solo. And he's also handling the keyboards throughout this track as well. So especially in the Harry's House part, in that first half of the song, that beautiful, I don't know, electric piano, the keyboard, that sound that just wafts through the air of this whole track. That's going to be Sample. And I think it just sounds lovely. The horns, especially when it comes on top of Joni's voice and the quicker areas of delivery, are just sensationally rambunctious. The drums, I love the drums, how straightforward they are, but there's those little moments where the drummer gets a little bit off a little bit. Drumming on this particular track is going to be John Guerin, and like the moment where he adds in the extra hi-hat at the end, you hear him going off a little bit more. Like there's those moments where it just goes off, and it's just a really, really wonderful track. This one is, or these two are, however you want to read it. Heat waves on the runway as the wheels set down. He takes his baggage off the carousel. He takes a taxi into town. Okay, I'm following the story so far. Yellow schools of taxi fishes, Jonah in a ticking whale. It's a good line. Caught up at the lights in the fishnet windows of Bloomingdale's. Is he going shopping? Watching those high fashion girls, skinny black models with raven curls, beauty parlor blondes with credit card eyes, looking for the chic and the fancy to buy. He opens up his suitcase in the Continental suit, or suite, and people 30 stories down look like colored currents in the street. Okay, so far we're following it. So he's on, I'm assuming, a business trip. He's in his suite right now, so he's got money. Just looking down, looking at the scenery. A helicopter lands on the Pan Am roof like a dragonfly on a tomb. And businessmen in button-downs press into conference rooms. Battalions of paper-minded males talking commodities and sales. So that's another business meeting. While at home, their paper wives and paper kids paper the walls to keep their gut reactions hid. This, I don't understand what this part means. Let's continue on. Maybe we'll gain context. Yellow checkers for the kitchen, climbing ivory for the bath. She is lost in house and gardens. He's caught up in chief of staff. All right, so they're living two completely different lives. I'm imagining she's a stay-at-home mom based off the wives and kids, and she's reading, of course, House and Gardens, and he's busy with the chief of staff in the business meeting. He drifts off into the memory of the way she looked in school with her body oiled and shining at the public swimming pool. The more I'm with you, pretty baby, the more I feel my love increase. I'm building all my dreams around you. Our happiness will never cease, because nothing's any good without you. Baby, you're my centerpiece. All right. So this is actually, as far as I can tell, a really nice, like, an actual pretty sweet song. He's saying, you know, I'm way far away from you right now, but my love for you just keeps on getting stronger, and nothing is as good without you. You're the centerpiece of my life. Even as he's gained money, gained status, whatever it may be, of course, you know, with this whole business meeting, none of it means anything as long as he doesn't have you or her. We'll find a house and garden somewhere along a country road apiece, a little cottage on the outskirts where we can finally find release, because nothing's good without you. Shining hair and shining skin, shining as she reeled him in, to tell him like she did today, just what he could do with Harry's house and Harry's take-home pay. So is this basically, he's viewing this in a very romantic, loving way, like, You're my centerpiece. You know, life is great with you in it. But she's saying, like, that's nice, but I'm only with you for the money. I got you fooled. Maybe that's what this is. Same relationship, but two completely different perspectives. I feel like that's what it's hinting at. That's good. That's really good. Let me know what you guys thought of the track in the comments below. Follow me over on Patreon. You can support the channel, what I do over there. Press the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you all later. Bye, guys.